The paper in my hands trembled only once, just once. The room smelled like cinnamon and old resentment. Laughter clipped the air, sharp as glass. My wife's mother leaned across the coffee table, her smile practiced, venom wrapped in velvet. "Oh," she said, tilting her head, "you didn't get one?" The question wasn't for clarification, it was a verdict. The gifts had gone around in a circle, expensive, loud, each one announced with a story, a bonus, a promotion, a reminder of who mattered. I was last. Everyone looked at me. I felt my wife stiffen beside me, her fingers brushed mine and retreated, a flinch she thought no one noticed. I smiled. That's when my phone vibrated in my pocket, once. A message I'd already read, a confirmation I no longer needed. The room laughed for her, a soft collective sound, the kind that pretends it isn't cruelty. I let it wash over me. I'd learned how. "That's okay," I said, voice steady. "I brought something for you." The laughter slowed. Curiosity replaced it. I stood, reached under the tree, and picked up the small black box I'd wrapped myself. No bow, no ribbon, just weight. And when I placed it in her hands, her smirk faltered, only for a second, but I saw it. I always saw the cracks first. I hadn't always been this calm. The first fracture came months earlier in the kitchen when my wife answered a call and stepped outside. She didn't know I could see her reflection in the glass. The smile she wore wasn't for me. It was softer, private, intimate. I told myself I was tired, that marriage does this, erodes certainty grain by grain. But denial is a luxury that rots quickly. Then came the bank statement, a charge she couldn't explain, a hotel I'd never stayed in. Her explanation arrived too fast, too rehearsed, and her mother, always watching, always correcting my wife when she spoke, always a hand on the wheel that wasn't hers. I began to notice patterns, how decisions weren't made in our home until a phone call happened, how opinions changed overnight, how I was slowly being edited out. I didn't confront, I cataloged. I learned the rhythm of secrets, the pauses, the deflections, the way silence can scream if you listen long enough. Betrayal doesn't explode, it leaks. I started with the facts, phone records, not the messages, those were wiped clean, but the times, the frequency, the number saved under a woman's name I'd never met. I followed the money next, accounts I wasn't on, transfers that skipped me entirely. A lawyer friend owed me a favor, he didn't ask why. Then I watched. At dinners, I played my role, the agreeable husband, the one who laughed when he was supposed to. I memorized the choreography of lies. Every glance between my wife and her mother felt coded. Every whispered conversation ended when I entered the room. I ordered the test quietly, not for infidelity, for something deeper, because some betrayals don't start in the bedroom, they start in the womb. When the results came, I didn't open them right away. I let the envelope sit on my desk for 3 days. Power isn't in knowing, it's in choosing when to reveal it. The truth was neat, clinical, cruel in its precision. My wife wasn't biologically related to the man she called her father. Her mother had known for decades. So had the man she'd been calling late at night, the real one. They'd been planning, a trust, a future that didn't include me, a child they assumed was mine. I handed my wife the report one evening. No accusation, no anger, just paper. She collapsed into the chair. Her breath left her in pieces. She cried, asked how long I'd known. I told her the truth, longer than she thought, shorter than she deserved. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. The silence did the work for me. Back at the party, her mother peeled back the lid of the box. Inside was a folder, not flashy, not dramatic, official. Her eyes moved fast at first, confident, then slower, then not at all. The room quieted. Someone cleared their throat. "What is this?" she asked. Her voice was smaller now. I leaned in, close enough for only her to hear. "Proof," I said. "Wrapped." My wife stared at her mother, really stared, for the first time. Understanding rewrote her face. The laughter never came back. I didn't stay for questions. I didn't stay for apologies. I kissed my wife's cheek, not tender, not cruel, just final. "I hope you enjoy it," I said to the woman who'd taught her to lie. Then I walked out. The cold outside felt honest. I didn't feel victorious. I felt precise. Some people mistake revenge for rage. They don't understand restraint. They don't understand the satisfaction of clarity. I left them with the truth and took myself with me. No more edits, no more roles, just silence and control.